Why, hello there. This may just be how I start my videos from now on, based solely on the fact that I cannot reach my camera from where I sit now. But it's kind of fun, it feels kind of mystical. I'm just burning some Moldavite incense right now to get these messages going, you could say. Moldavite is good for that in both incense and stone form. Oh, thank you for cooperating. Also, my setup has slightly changed, if you've noticed. There is now a ginormous cabinet behind me that has all of my tarot decks and oracle decks in it, and I am so grateful that it magically appeared for free for me. But I'm not here to talk about my magical manifesting cabinet. I'm here to give us a message from the universe through the animal kingdom. I'm really feeling this connection and harmony between receiving messages through tarot and through animal communication for us all today. Animal communication has been an ability that is slowly increasing and strengthening within my spiritual repertoire, you can say, where you can communicate psychically, intuitively, energetically with animals, both wild or domesticated, both within spirit and physically still present here. And the animal kingdom has so much knowledge and wisdom for us humans to tune into. And so I have a whole plethora of animal cards in front of me, including one that doesn't have specific animal cards in it, but I feel like it's all leading to this type of uncovering energy. So I have a deck here that has cats in it, domesticated cats of different breeds. There's 4 different breeds of domesticated cats there. This is a Spirit Song tarot deck, all animals of all different varieties and cultures and nationalities around the world. And then I have this, my animal message deck, which again has both domesticated and exotic animals from all over the globe within it. And all of these animals and all of these cards have messages for us today for whatever challenge or struggle or hurdle or stuck energy opportunity you feel you're about to walk into that you need some guidance on. And I really already see this message that it's like the animal kingdom is the mother duck and we can just follow her like the little baby ducklings and she will lead us to the water. So I'm going to start with this deck here as my animal message deck to see just generally, I'm hearing like wide strokes, what animal spirit guides are surrounding us all right now that we can look for in our daily lives. They might show up for us. Any of these animals through any of these cards could show up from us. We could just hear their name. We could see a picture of them if they're local or you're visiting their locale. You could see them in person. You could even, it could be artwork, it could be a stuffed toy, it could be any verbal, physical, energetic, spiritual, audible. I'm even hearing you might even smell this animal somehow. I don't know how, but you might smell it, and that counts for them communicating with you. And then all you need to do, these cards are already coming through. Ooh, Scorpion, coming forward for us. So 2 main animals coming through for us all right now. Oh, 3, my bad. 3 big animal energies that are coming through for us right now with whatever we might be facing in our lives, whatever guidance we're looking for. We have the Scorpion spirit coming through, we have orangutan, and then we also have owl. Hoo-wee! This is it feels very tiered, I want to say, not like ground level, mid-level, high level, or earth, the middle, and then the sky type of thing, because we have Scorpion here with the message of a new relationship passion offers the challenge of ecstasy, but potentially also pain coming through. So just know that to go slow is what I'm hearing with this potential new relationship. If this is something that is on your heart right now, to go slow, take it easy. Scorpions are intimidating. They're also connected to the astrology of Scorpio. And I'm Scorpio rising, and I know I can be intimidating. So just know to go slow, and I'm also hearing like no sudden movements, because Scorpions, though they have the bad rap of always just stinging and envenomating and toxinating those that come in contact with them, not all Scorpions are super aggro defenses. Sometimes you meet a Scorpion, and there's breeds of Scorpions where that they're docile, and you can just let them walk on your hand. But you might have to get to know the Scorpio or the Scorpion past that surface level armor they have to truly get to know who they are. So go slow, no sudden movements, and you will find that you'll befriend this energy as opposed to maybe scare it away or cause some sort of potential pain or harm to this new relationship. After that we have, and this is, I'm saying tiered, or like this like rung of energies. I don't know how to even describe it really. Because this is like ground level, right? The Scorpio, the Scorpion exists, dwells either on the surface of the planet or below the surface in the den. And so that's why it feels very like surface level, but not like surface level, like shallow or superficial, just like physical material plane potential, even things that dwell below the surface level of our material physical lives. And then we have Owl coming through afterwards, which is seek out a deeper knowledge to see through deception. Ooh, this coming through loud and clear for us is study and really wisdom, and also this energy of owls being super wise and always asking the important questions. My coach once said to me, Rebecca Dawn, that you remain as king when you ask the question. So if you are in a new relationship, a new opportunity, a new connection, any type of unease you're feeling in your body, and there's questions coming up surrounding that unease, that uncertainty, ask the questions that are rooting into that feeling. What is causing the uncertainty? Can you communicate any of these concerns, questions to the other person, to yourself, to those around you, to help alleviate or transmute that into certainty and assurance? And just know that seeking the deeper knowledge will also see through any type of illusion that your own mind might be playing up for you regarding what's happening for you right now. And oh, sorry, that was actually the last card, because we kind of go from land or subterranean to in the air with flight with Owl. And in between the land and the air, we have the orangutan spirit coming through, and orangutan is working to live joyously, not living to work. And that is so powerful. No wonder I was getting that like ground level flying in the air type of thing, because orangutan is in the middle, right? And trees themselves are a symbol of that connection of earth and air, or physical and spiritual enlightenment, because they are rooted into the ground, rooted into the earth, but their leaves and their foliage extend up into the sky. And orangutan here is hanging out happily, joyfully in that center area, in that middle stage, in that middle ground. So if you are working towards something, even if it's self-development, self-growth, self-healing, self-expansion, I'm hearing, and you feel like you're kind of hit a plateau, I'm hearing, then just know that you're still en route to climb upward, to reach the top. You're still on your way up. And if you feel like you need a rest in the midst of your travels upward through this tree of life and expansion and healing, then give yourself that rest, because by George, you deserve it, says one of the animals coming through. Potentially orangutan himself was like, by George, you deserve that rest. So come hang out on this tree with me and we'll eat a tangerine together, or whatever orangutans eat. But that is definitely coming through for you, this energy of you are on the ground with Scorpion, potentially even below subterranean levels with him at first. Scorpion is also reminding me of the moon card right now with the crawfish that is crawling out of the water, which is also a symbol of your subconscious or ancestral feelings or energies connected to you. So potentially some of you have been experiencing some old lingering feelings, some ancestral, potentially trauma healing coming through right now. And just to know that you're protected by your shell, your boundaries at that same time. That came through kind of last minute from Scorpion there, but we're working our way up. We've come out from the shadows of below ground. We've reached mid-tree upon our climb through the tree of life, through our journeys and expansion, and now we can rest for a moment in the branches, in the shade, in the foliage, and in the prosperity and health and nurturing energies that surround us, so that we can carry on with full strength when we feel called to. I'm going to go into my Soul Cats Tarot now just to get some guidance, more clear guidance or messages on these three energies coming through, although this is pretty clear already. Ooh, we have do have some cards here. The Five of Wands, who are portrayed by black cats in this deck, came through, and this really tunes into this energy of being partway through that's coming in with the scorpion, the orangutan, and the owl, because the black cats themselves are symbols of individuality, authenticity, and really staying true to that energy. And the Five of Wands itself is the energy of a little bit of challenge or conflict happening, potentially within your daily life, your job, your career, your routine. But the Five of Wands, this Five of Wands in particular, is about this energy of, like, if you feel like you gotta, like, leap through some fire to get where you want to be, the more you hesitate, the harder it's going to be to take that leap when you need to. And a message that's coming through from this black cat and the cat community in general for us right now is to look where you want to leap. I don't know if you're someone who owns cats. I own two. Sometimes they hang out back here, which is why there's just stuffed toys hanging out right there. You might notice tartar sauce. But sometimes there's cats back there, and whenever I see my cats about to leap somewhere, whether it's onto the couch or onto the top of the fridge, they always look exactly where they want to leap. They don't try to leap forward where they're looking to the side, because then they'll just roll off wherever they've grounded themselves. So always look where you want to leap, and that will also help you through any type of challenge or obstacle you might be facing right now in your life, in your daily life, your job, your career, your responsibilities. And you can see here this cat is fully still looking where he's needing to leap, and he's guiding you to do the same if you feel like you're in the process of jumping through some fiery hoops. Okie dokie. Ooh, and then we have the Two of Cups, beautiful Judgment, and the Wheel. Wow, that is a really powerful message from the cat community. Alrighty, so the feline friend we have here on the Two of Cups is this beautiful little friend right here. I believe that the cups is represented by the Bengal cat in this deck, and the Two of Cups is like finding your people or finding your one. I'm hearing it's on the way. Whomever your person is, if you feel like you know who that person is potentially, but you're in like two separate worlds, and you're just like, when will we swim in the same ocean together instead of these tiny little glasses? It's happening, I'm hearing. You might need to jump through some loops potentially to get connected, but it is happening. It's manifested. Like that Bengal cat is the universe watching over you both and keeping that manifestation safe. So this message of being separated by two different worlds, it's almost giving me like Titanic energy with Jack and Rose, but not ending in tragedy. But this is like that it's like even even they can overcome the odds. And just know that I'm also hearing that you and this person, you're manifesting each other. And that is mega powerful magic, especially if it's like you both know, and so you're both mutually manifesting this love and this attraction and this unity together from a distance, but both feeling each other's energy so much stronger, then it's definitely going to come through. I'm almost hearing for you guys in that situation, if that is resonating for you, that it could happen as fast as 2 months if you're fully invested in that long distance manifestation is how it's coming through. After that, we have the Judgment card. And Judgment, I feel, is one of those cards that can get a little bit misguided, or can come at the surface level feel like judgment usually has a bad connotation to the word. But judgment isn't always negative, right? There's also positive judgments that we can pass for ourselves, for our lives. We really shouldn't pass judgment on others. I really try not to even use the word should, because it has its own negative heaviness to it. But this judgment, the judgment that is speaking in this tarot card through the cat community. So look out for strays, I'm hearing. Look out for friends, family cats spending a lot of time with you, watching you. If you notice a cat watching you, I'm seeing for you to communicate back to it love. And how you do this through or to cats per se is simply by blinking at them. I learned this from watching Jackson Galaxy on YouTube, and basically because they're both predator and prey and wild, they always have their eyes open, or there's always some level of alertness to them. And so by closing your eyes to the cat community, you are showing them, I trust my life with you. My eyes are shut. You could come on my throat and I wouldn't even know. I trust you. And so when you show them that level of trust, they're like, whoa, that being that is like quite bigger than me trusts me. I trust them too. And it's a sign of love and respect and trust from the cat community, from any cats you know. So if you see a cat staring at you, just give them a little calm, I love you blink, I trust you blink, and see if they respond in kind. And if they do, specifically I'm hearing if you're someone manifesting a soulmate or a true love, that will be a sign for you to confirm that that person is also manifesting, which I've already heard in this reading, but a sign for you that it's coming through because it's being reciprocated by your cat messengers. And Judgment, I got distracted. Judgment is this energy of renewal and redemption and rebirth. It's like, it's interesting in this, it's a family of rabbits, which is like fertility and swiftness and good fortune. And then we also have the Wheel of Fortune afterwards. So if you feel like energies have been really slow for you, opportunities or happenings, or even your own like spiritual growth or like self-expansion has kind of slowed down, that's being reborn. If you feel like you've fallen out of grace, I don't know why that came through. If that's a message for you, know that I'm hearing specifically Archangel Michael come through with this angelic cat being to kind of bring you out of that energy and cut those cords for you. I'm also seeing that if you feel like you want like a rebirth, regenesis for your finances, for your fortune, for your physical opportunity, for your family, that's also coming through with this Judgment card for you in a really big way. Again, with potentially within even a couple of months for some of us. And with it being a major arcana card, that is a massive milestone happening for all of us that resonates with. And that can be like, again, an outer milestone, like an event, occurrence happening for you, or it could be an inward milestone. It's just a massive personal shift that then manifests outward. That still counts as a milestone, even if you're the only one experiencing it. And then, not last but certainly not least, from our cat friends in the feline community, we have the Wheel, or the Wheel of Fortune. And I really appreciate this Wheel of Fortune card. almost more than some of the other ones that I've come across because of its specific message in this tarot deck. This Wheel of Fortune, I feel, has got to be like some like fat tabby cat, or maybe even like a British Shorthair or something like that. And the message from this Wheel of Fortune is so good because it's this energy of like life's a roulette table, life's a little bit of a gamble, a little bit of a risk, and you gotta spin the wheel to get things to happen for you. You gotta take the action, do the things, do the work for yourself, the healing, the shifting for yourself to make it happen for you. But just know that wherever that roulette ball lands, it's up to you to accept it as a win or not. So you might have been wanting a specific thing and maybe your roulette ball landed on a different color. Maybe you wanted, I don't even know anything about roulette or black and red, but maybe you wanted black and it landed on red and you're like, oh, but then something happens within the black that would actually have sent you back potentially, or it's the difference is that it's like rejection is protection and redirection. And when we can tune into that and tune into the knowing that the winning is in our perspective, the winning is in our mind, the winning is in our energy, then it is always a winning game, and it is always a winning opportunity. And that is huge. And also know that it's like, if you feel like you don't have, I'm seeing these like poker chips that the little mice are playing. And I'm also tuning into the rhyme of Three Blind Mice from the childhood. I'm not sure how that will play in for any of you, but that is a story that just came forward. But know that it's like, if you feel like you don't have enough to even take a risk, you have so much already stacked in your favor. You have so much already stacked in your favor, and you could bet it all and still come out above the game. And as I was saying that, the timer on my clock struck, or on my timer, my recording struck 2222. So keep moving forward. Okay, dokie. So onward and upward. So we've passed through the ground. Now we're elevating up through the trees with the cats, who also climb trees themselves, like orangutan spirit here. And now we're going to go into this new tarot deck that I have. I absolutely adore it already. I believe her name is Lola sometimes, and she has messages for us already. Sometimes my tarot decks tell me their names. I studied this card reading course. I'm still taking it through Hay House, and Denise Lynn did this meditation through that was like, each object, each tarot deck has a spirit within it, and you can commune with the spirit within that object or tarot deck or oracle deck or crystal to discern that being, that energy's name, how they wish to be cared for, how they wish to be implemented or practiced with. And it's a really powerful meditation type of energy to just sit with your deck and in silence and see what it has to say. So 3 cards have already come out for us that are very positive from my Spirit Song Tarot, and more animals coming through. So we already know that we have scorpion, and we have orangutan, and we have owl as spirit messengers for us. So again, we might see any 3 or all 3 of those creatures, those spirit guides, in either real life form, through artwork, through paintings, through any means necessary. You could even just hear someone say owl, and that could count. Again, you could, I don't know how you would smell an orangutan. I have no idea what an orangutan smells like, but you might smell them. You might see a piece of artwork. You might find a stuffed toy on the ground. Any form of representation of any of these 3, scorpion, orangutan, or owl, or black cat, or any of the felines. I'm hearing like really they're all on board, and even rabbits and mice are coming through for us already. So we have like the full plethora. Even fish are coming through for us. So we have a whole plethora, a whole host of animal guides coming through for us today. And then along with that, we have more flighted energy coming through, quite a lot, and then some more grounded energy as well. So we have the Magician, who is Raven. We have the Nine of Crystals, or sorry, the Nine of Feathers, who is Porcupine. And then we also have Justice, who is the Crow Spirit. And I feel like I need to pull one more. So I'm going to go and do that, or not go. I'm staying here and I'm going to do that. Okay, you are the ones. Or one, I should say. And this will also kind of summarize everything. We're kind of winding down. And then at the very end, I'm going to pull one of these cards just to see how all of this is manifesting for us right now. And then the last of these specific animal creatures we have, animal guides, spirit is talking to us through all of these animals right now, is Fox Spirit. So we have here the Magician coming through as the Raven energy. Ravens are very elusive. And what this is coming through for me is why willpower and creation are the words on the bottom of the card. And how this is coming through to me is when you're in the early stages of manifestation, especially maybe it's a new relationship or new energetic connection you're feeling. If you're in the very, very early stages of creation and you're just kind of building up your willpower to manifest these things for yourself, to overcome these hurdles that you might be facing, it may be best to keep your secrets to yourself. Keep your plans to yourself, and really only sound the caw, make that beautiful call out to the world when it is closer to completion, or even once it's already there. Because in life, whether it is unintentionally or otherwise, sometimes when we share our manifestations, our dreams, our plans with people, they can put doubt or even shame, I'm hearing, on it, and it doesn't always, usually it's not from a place of they're intentionally trying to make you doubt your ability, but it's just a reflection that's coming from them by you expressing such big dreams, maybe. So if you're still in a stage where you are building up your own willpower and confidence to bring in these things for yourself, to create the magical world that ravens live in themselves, and just be more elusive, be more secretive, use that energy of the raven and how mysterious and hard to find they can be as a guide for you in manifesting any type of new life, new relationship, renewal, and experience you're looking for. After that, we do have the Nine of Feathers coming through. Feathers in this deck connect to the swords, and the Nine of Feathers is perspective and self-empowerment, and this is huge coming through with the Scorpion and the working to live joyously as opposed to living to work. And also this card is generally traditionally it is the Nine of Swords, which is a little bit of anxiety or sleeplessness or night terrors, but it is also perspective, right? And when you are faced with that type of daunting mental energy, especially if it's like in the dead of night, just know that you are safe. You are safe. The porcupine knows he is safe. He is fully protected in quills. And even in the traditional Nine of Swords, which is usually a woman or a person sitting upright in bed with their hands like this, and 9 swords hung on the wall blocking a potential window, or even sometimes just against pure darkness, it's just knowing that it's like you're still safe. Come back to the present. And when you have one of those nightmares and those night terrors, it is potentially, if you tune into this alignment, if this resonates for you, it is potentially your own subconscious powers healing through whatever that is for you while you're asleep, which is a blessing that you didn't have to do the shadow work while you're awake, because, oh man, shadow work is fun and a half in a very specific way. And so when you're able to transmute those negative energies, feelings, old traumas, old pains while you're asleep, it's like you just can wake up into the gratitude And so if you have a nightmare, if you have a night terror, a tremor, anxiety, just bring yourself back to the present. You can even feel the comfort that is surrounding you. He can feel the quills surrounding him, and know that you are safe. Know that you have the possibility and the perspective in that moment to empower yourself and to shift from fear and anxiety about what you might have witnessed or experienced in that dream to being grateful for the ability and the mental capacity to be able to heal it while you're sleeping and then release it fully come being awake. After that, we have the Justice card, which is truth and clarity coming through to us from another winged friend, the Crow. And Justice is this energy of karmic shifts, huge energetic turnings happening. It's like what you reap what you sow in both a positive or negative way. I like to say, in part of my language with this, but we've all probably heard the saying that karma is a bitch. This is connected to karma, but I like to say that karma is a bitch only when she needs to be, just like how there's positive judgment, there is also positive karma. And if we've been doing the work to manifest, to heal, to shift our perspective, to overcome the hurdles, and you better believe you're getting positive karma coming back into you now, and not karma that could be harmful or bring more lessons or more challenges your way. And I do believe this is very true, because after that we have the Page of Pentacles, Page of Crystals as Page of Pentacles coming through to us with the Fox spirit, who is ideas and discipline. And this is, again, feels a little bit sly to me, so it almost feels like the same energy as the Raven spirit with the Magician. But Fox is a little bit more playful with their elusiveness than Raven is, and still disciplined, because discipline and ideas are a part of this card, and it takes discipline to physically, because crystals are physical as a pentacles, to physically bring these ideas into the physical crystallized reality. But with discipline we do this, and that's exterior discipline through action, and also inward discipline through, again, shadow work, healing, shifting perspectives, coming into new awareness, releasing the old and embracing the new. And when we can embrace the new, that's when the new comes in. And Pages, which is Mr. Fox here, is definitely a message of those new beginnings on the way, and to playfully accept them as they come in, and to continue to playfully bring them in. They're on their way in, and that is what the Pages are all about, especially Mr. Fox. So we have again, I'm repeating myself, but we have a whole slew, a whole host of animals on the table and present in our lives right now. No physical animals, of course. When I want a real cat to come interrupt our eating, they're far from here. They're probably both sleeping on my bed right now. But we have our Scorpion friend coming through, letting us know we're protected, letting us to go slow with any type of new connections, new relationships, new energy alignments coming through. No fast actions, go slow. Remember that we have to come from below the surface to get up to the surface, even just like a seed planted in the earth has to reach the surface first, and then from there we can move upward with the orangutan spirit, and know that you can work joyously towards living joyously. And I'm hearing my middle sister Lauren come through right now, because she went years and years and years ago, she went through a career shift, and she said something that makes me think of this card, which is like, I'm living to work when I should be, she's like, I'm working to live as opposed to living to work, or something like that. And that just makes me think of orangutan, because you're not on this planet physically doing your thing to work, but your work should be allowing you to live your life, not the other way around. So that's kind of what that message was. And we also have a whole flight of bird friends. We have Justice and the Magician coming through with the Crow and the Raven, and it's interesting because they are actually not friends in reality. So that's also a mess, and they're also looking at each other in these cards. So if you feel like you have opposing ideas that might be, or truths that might be interfering with your manifestations, your creations you want to bring in, I'm hearing to maybe try some mirror work around that. However that manifests for you. We also have Owl coming through again with that wisdom and asking the questions. And we have Porcupine coming in to know that you're protected, that you can have the mental capacity, the clarity to shift any type of old lingering thoughts, feelings about yourself, and old any anxieties. You have the power to shift and break free from that. You have the quills to protect yourself. You have the safety. You're doing the work already through your subconscious. Justice coming in again with positive karmic shifts. And then Fox coming through to know that you like with the Magician here, and then Fox at the end with the Page of Crystals. That is definitely like your creations are definitely coming through physically for you soon. I keep on hearing, again, for some of us, this is like 2 months away potentially. The last cards I want to pull for us is just to see what all of this is bringing in for us, what all these animal friends, spirit guides are already, there's already work happening on the subconscious level for all of us with this whole message, all these multiple messages coming through. And so this is what these animal guides in our life, in our spirit, in our lives outside domestically. Oh my gosh, that like slid right under my couch. I don't even know if I can get that. One moment, please. Well, I'll have to rearrange my couch later, but I'm glad I found that card for us, because what a message to end on for us. We're already bringing this card in for ourselves on a subconscious level, just by doing what we've already been doing, the shifts we've already been bringing in, the awarenesses we've already been shifting in ourselves, our healing we've already been tuning into. We are already bringing this in. So we are already tuning in to a new level of abundance for ourselves. Physical abundance, spiritual abundance, emotional abundance, mental abundance. So it's all coming through abundantly clear for us, and abundant of everything. That's why we're working up this rung from below ground to high in the trees and beyond, especially with this purple color on this card. That definitely connects into the crown chakra, which is where all those divine cosmic energies, connections, alignments come from for us. And we can use this saying on the bottom of the card of Goddess of Abundance Divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. So feel free to use that as an affirmation for yourself. You can also call on Venus or Aphrodite to help bring in these energy of abundance, love, harmony, affirmation, and that is what I have for us today. The energies have been all over everywhere right now. I feel like we're all feeling it, and so just know that if you're feeling it all and then some, we're also all feeling it all and then some, and I'm here for you, and I am with you, and I hope that this reading was able to give you some guidance, some clarity. Look out for all of these animal friends that are surrounding us, with us, sending us messages from Source, God, Goddess, Universe, Divine. And know that you're supported, know that you are loved, know that you are seen and heard, and that you are valid in whatever stage of growth, healing, release, renewal that you're in right now. And I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye.